Hi, this is Tess from Titani Yoga. So today we're gonna do a very short sequence that you can do while you're waiting for your tea or whatever it is to get going. It's just to help you wake up the body in the morning, to stretch things out. So often we think about yoga as being on the mat, but reality is that we can use it whenever, whether it's movement, whether it's breath work, whether it's awareness, we can take this into our daily lives. And what I've been noticing is that me personally, at least as well, right, it's nice to just get a little bit of movement when we're doing something else, right? When maybe you're waiting for, as I said earlier, waiting for your tea to boil, and you're just like, you know what, I have this time, maybe it's a few minutes, what am I gonna do, right? Well, we're gonna do a little bit of movement today to just get that movement, that little strengthening, that little stretching, and just help us start our day off well without feeling like, oh, I have to do everything. Take your step back, combine a little things, right? A little bit of habit stacking. All right, so if you're ready, we're gonna get started. So if you have a countertop, we're gonna use our countertop, okay? And so the first thing is we're just gonna bring our hands onto the countertop here. We're gonna walk our feet back, coming into a downward dog here, more or less, right? So we're pressing into the heels, we're lifting in the hips, stretching in the shoulders, maybe taking the hips side to side here, just sort of wagging the hips side to side. Maybe we lift one heel and the other. All right, so here we're just going to lift up here. Hands are going to come on to the sort of the edge of the countertop, and we're just going to release in, having this gentle sort of like a cobra, right? So we're just finding that lift in the chest here, pressing back in the heels, and then we're going to push back into our downward dog, and then we're going to come up again and then press back. Now, depending on how much time, maybe you do this a few more times, maybe you just do this a couple of times. So we're just going to do it one more time here. And then we're going to come back, walk up. Maybe just take a moment here to pause and observe. And then we're going to do some squats. So you can come as low or as high as you want here. So opening feet up a little wider than hips distance apart, heels in, toes pointed out. We're just going to send our hips down and come up. Now, if you want that extra support, you can keep your hands on the countertop here. But once again, right, this could be more sort of coming into chair pose or just coming all the way down. So you decide. We're going to do a few more. And then coming back up after this last one. Very good. All right. So from here, we're just going to find a little balance here. So we're going to stay on one foot. We're going to lift one knee up, maybe opening the hand up here, maybe walking it a little bit. And we're just going to stretch that leg back. Knee comes up and stretch the leg back. We're going to do this a couple of times. So we're practicing balance here. We're also practicing that movement of the leg. Very good. And then come down, take a moment to observe the two sides. We'll do the other side. So lifting that knee up, taking it back. And you know, you don't have to lift your knee as high as me. Maybe you're lifting it higher and closer to the body, right? So just listen to your body, listen to what feels good. Maybe you're stretching back even further. I don't have a lot of room in my tiny kitchen. But, you know, just finding that movement there. Very good. Great. And then we're going to come back. So now from here, we're just going to find a little figure 4 with our legs. So once again, if you're feeling a little bit unstable, make sure you have your hands on your countertop here. And we're going to bring our right heel over that thigh. I'm just shifting here so you can see it, but you can face towards your countertop here. We're just going to sit back. Maybe you're noticing it stretch through the back of the leg. we'll come up and switch. So once again, on your own time, you can spend a little bit more time here with these. Meeting your body where it's at, coming up there, taking a moment, and we're gonna do one final stretch here. So we're gonna bring our upper arms down onto our countertop here. We're gonna give ourselves space so our head can release down. Hands are intertwined here, feet are walking back. So you can get a little bit of a hamstring stretch here, pressing into those heels, lifting in the tailbone. But the idea here is really to get that stretch in the underarms. Or maybe just kind of find it all of the above, right? And I'm definitely being called just to find a little movement in my hips. Maybe you are too. Very good. And then we're going to walk up, come back to center, take a moment to check in. And then you can have that tea, right? Your water should be ready by now. Pour the water in your teacup and take a little bit of moment for you to connect with your tea, to breathe, and give yourself gratitude for showing up for you. See you soon.